And we do say blessed love to each and every one. Blessed love, give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie first. Wonderful that you are in the tiger's nest with us, the Honorable Priest Isaac here with you. We are celebrating, of course, the 41st anniversary of the Women's Freedom League, the anniversary of the Freedom League within the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress Church of True Divine Salvation. So we're very thankful for all those who are members of such a Congress and members of such a league. We are very thankful for even your presence with us as we are looking forward to have a wonderful reasoning this evening. Not going to be with a member of the league, but it's going to be definitely be with a member of the Congress. We have the Honorable Priest Warren, who will be sitting with us, and we will be definitely speaking of things that are relevant to Rastafari, and of course, even as we are looking to seal up the 40 days and 40 nights of the fasting and praying. I hope everything has been well with you. So as I said, we are celebrating even at this moment the 41st anniversary of the Women's Freedom Liberation League, and that is within the whole realms of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress Church of True Divine Salvation. And even before we bring the Honorable Priest Warren in, I would definitely like to show to my family a little mystic as it relates to the heavens. Of course, you know, today is the 23rd day of the month of March. So depending on when you may be even seeing this, this was really recorded on the 23rd day of March 2021. And I was just observing, this is of course the software that shows you exactly what is taking place in the heavens, and the location is really where I am here in the Caribbean, the northeastern section of the Caribbean, specifically in Antigua. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the earth out of the picture as such, and then let's darken everything. Okay, basically that is really what I want. And what it's showing you, that at this moment, if we locate the sun, you could see that the sun is moving perfectly side by side with Venus. Of course, you know, Venus is symbolic of the goddess of the heavens in that symbolic vibration, the woman, you know. And as you can see, the sun, the man, and the woman moving together, especially at this time. As I said, the 23rd day of March is the time where we celebrate 41 years of the Freedom Liberation League of the Empresses of the Congress. And interesting as well, the whole science of the Earth Day of Empress Menen is just 2 days away at least. Most Rastafari actually celebrate the Earth Day of Empress Menen on the 25th day of March, although you may see it contemporarily as the 3rd day of April. So to be honest, you know, until they get that straight, I celebrate Empress Menen Earth Day on the 25th day of March, pardon me, the 25th day of March. Personally, I celebrate Empress Menen's Earth Day on the 25th day of March, and I celebrate Empress Menen Earth Day on the 3rd of April. Once it's a celebration, Empress Menen, it's all right, let's get to it. So yeah, definitely give thanks, of course, as you know, the heavens always declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament definitely showing the handiwork of the ever-living King. As I said, in a few moments, we will be joined by the Honorable Priest Warren. Before such, let me just get my chalice. Reminding you that you could definitely check the Amazon to find all of our written works, e-works, e-books, easy to read books, easy to read e-books. Of course, Anu Ancient and Modern, the true biblical land of Israel, and of course, the heavens declare the glory of God. You could definitely check Amazon, Priest Isaac on Amazon, and these books could be made available to you. And at the same time, still reminding each and every one that your chalice is still available. Your chalice is still here waiting on you. You could definitely order your chalice today from myself. It's all about minding your own business, brothers working together for the betterment, and brothers and sisters as well. Of course, you know, our next Mind Your Business, Mind Your Own Business is coming up. But of course, you know, all you have to do is email me, Priest Isaac, P-R-I-S-T, P-R-I-E-S-T-I-S-A-A-C 27 at gmail.com. Isaac has 2 A's. People give it 2 S's and 2 C's. The same way that is spelled in the Bible, I-S-A-A-C. So give thanks, just contact us and we'll definitely give you more information on how you could get your chalice. I'm going to ignite my chalwa now, and the Honorable Priest Warren will be coming in. Thanks for the liberation celebration, glorify Empresses. With us here. Let me just stop sharing this for a moment. Yeah, we definitely give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life. Once again, as promised, we have the Honorable Priest Warren with us, sitting in the tiger's nest at this hour. Give thanks, my Lord. Give thanks for your presence with us. Yes, we have been looking forward to hearing and seeing the eye, to see what stars the eye have brought for us, you know, to twinkle in our mentality, to carry us to another level. So again, the Honorable Priest is a priest of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress. He will declare himself in a moment, but we really want to go into certain aspects of the Congress. And of course, since it is the Lenten period, of course, I myself may have a question or two as it relates to the Lenten period. And, you know, the Honorable Priest is a one. When I first went to the camp in 2001, as the first time I met the Honorable Priest Warren. In time it was priest already. I'm not not sure if it was leading priest or what, but it was priest. Acting priest at that time there. And, you know, so we give thanks for such long-standing priests. Even at the same time, with I met Honorable Priest Westmore, Priest Richie. So the things that I know that he would have, and his understanding, overstanding as it relates to the Congress, even about King Emmanuel. So we look to delve into some of that. So Honorable Priest, give thanks again. If you would like to just bless the audience with an introduction and give them a little knowledge as it relates to yourself, my Lord, blessed Lord.
My Lord and Empress, So man, this is the Honorable Priest Warren, you know, from the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, True Divine Church of Salvation, you know. So I already found the leader, President God and King Emmanuel Charles Edward, the Lord's servant, you know. See him bunga at the front down a back wall, you know.
Oh, wow.
Who did come, you know, send and stand, you know. Redeem 144,000 elect saints, you know, and women and children numberless as the sands of the seashore, you know. Bring us back to Africa where we belong, you know. You know, because through slavery, why all of us was found down here in the Caribbean and the Western world, you know. So this man did come for free us, you know. Bring us back to Africa and redeem us, you know, by his blood, you know. You know, 5 bleeding on him beer and Calvary, you know, to save the world, you see it. So that's really the mission, you know. So do give thanks for the world of people and there, you know, and the Eabic, you know, 7 priests on the altar, you know, the committee, the parliament, Broomfield, guidance office, you know, name it, you know, food house, kitchen, you know, all the settings of the Black Christ, you know, the Empress League, you know, all the settings where the man said for we can bring back ourselves to our redemption, you know. Yeah, because what them teach us in the world, you know, is total wrong, you know. The man come to teach us back in ourselves, you know, that we can be humble, you know. It might not be easy still, because you know, the man say, you know, it's a hard road to travel and a mighty long way to go, so you just have to just try to be humble, you know, and watch the fight and the tussle and the hustle and the Jessica. That is a part of the tradition, same way. You know, Holy Emmanuel eyes.
Last year, yeah. Rastafari. Do give thanks, my Lord. Do give thanks. Well, listen, man, I know Bobo don't really deal with too much sport, and Marcus Garvey done show us that they could turn Jamaica into sports. But using the cricket vernacular, I gonna throw the man a hard ball from earlier. I hear he said something there about the Christ and the shedding of the blood and Calvary. I would like for the guy to explain that for I and I, especially during the time of Lent. Let me just put a little meat on the bone here. During the time of Lenten period, I know the others listen to the reasoning man does carry out, so you don't know, you know, it's a vibration. And I know during the time of Lent, as Bobo Shanti, you know, the culture that I get, because we're talking Bobo Shanti business now, the culture that I get is that, you know, the Christ bore 5 bleeding wounds, you know, the Tuesday he was hung, but he never died, and according to the law of the land, specifically Jamaica, you know, that if you hang a man and he don't die, you have to, you know, let him go, but they never let him go, and he was crucified in the Wednesday and put in the tomb, resurrected the Friday morning to keep the Sabbath, as I say, Calvary, Golgotha, all of these things in the narrative. So in a clear understanding, if the eye could help us there, you know, because when sometimes in reasonment you talk about it and it's right that Bobo here the same time frame I just gave the first time I hear one speaking about this, and certain ones were very adamant that they're talking about a situation that took place 2,000 years ago, you understand, in Jamaica. You know, the Honorable Priest Bob was I think the first one I ever got a clarity from his understanding. He said, no man, this crucifixion happened in the 60s. I remember him telling me so. I remember way too around the back of the yard. I don't know if you know that a place where you was doing like a planting and he was cooking his food behind there in a pot. And I remember clearly he had on a green room with nothing but sparkling colors. And he showed me that reasoning days, the 60s. And Governor Hewfoot, this is what Priest Bob saying, Governor Hewfoot have one of the 10 penny nails, whatever that is. I don't even know what that means, but that's what he call it, a 10 penny nail. He says 5 10 penny nail they use and crucify God in the 60s, and Governor Hewfoot, Governor of Jamaica, have one of them 10 penny nails. So this needs some clarity. Eh? You understand? In reality, I don't know how close I could give in understanding. You know, please don't feel pressured, but tell us.
No, man.
I myself don't have the full.
I have to talk and based on I man understand or overstand.
Same thing, my lord.
Because 2,000 years ago, you see me, Emmanuel said the same knife will stick the sheep, black paper, right? I go stick the goat, white paper. Yeah. So I use the Bible if stick the white people I'm wearing. Because there is truth in it and there is things where them right. We don't know if you just confused, we understand. But Emmanuel come to show us we can find truth in it. So him set the settings where we're going to follow it. So in this dispensation of time now, him come and what do they call it now? Redo the prophecy. Refill the prophecy. You understand him? Him come and show us in a new form away, you know,
Yeah.
The same prophecy or him fulfill them in this time. I must say, boy, it was him in that time.
Get that.
The crucifixion. So him coming this time to show us that it was him. You see me?
Get that.
Well, you know, praise Bob, them elders, for I and I would chat from them youth around Emmanuel and them things. So them have to teach us what them know. But based upon my understanding of things, my Lord, me just listen to it and don't contradict it and just be a Boboshan. You understand? If you have a question, some things, my Lord, you go end up all confuse all people and confuse.
Oh, my Lord. Do my Lord.
You understand?
Yes, of course.
There's enough things when I match up. You see me? There's enough things we don't match up. And if you go contest certain things, you go look like he's against the Boboshanti or you understand? So you just make some things just, you know, just listen some things and just follow the main things when you come about the salvation. You know what I mean?
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, there's enough things. Even me on a program talking, enough things in the Bible, my Lord. Just write them thing there. You see me confuse us. Even the crucifixion where Mary talk about where Mary went to the tomb and when she got to the tomb, there was a man, 2 angels inside the tomb. Then the next man tell us that the angel was on the rock outside the tomb. The next man tell us that she couldn't touch him, kind of ascend to him further. The next one tell her them hold him foot and you understand, so
and everything all right.
Right. So you see, all got a confusion same way, but you have to just pick the truth. What you need, you know the things what you need to go through in this time. Cause that's how we set, you see me. The world is upon a lot of confusion, no man.
Right.
Emmanuel is the man who bear the 5 bleeding on.
Right.
In this time now, in this new world now, him come to fulfill the same prophecies where him did fulfill from them time. For me and you now, the new people, can get the new wine. So him come show some symbolic things, you know, we fulfill when we can hang on to know so this is the man who will really come to help us. You understand? So there's a lot of things where I man really not really dig deep. I don't really dig deep because I don't want to say what I don't know, and you know what I'm thinking.
Right. Well, it's the same thing I was showing there, you know, that well, at the same time I only try my best to speak what I know and keep from such, you know. But speaking of what you know now, as it relates to the order, you know, it's time of Lent, although the time is almost sealing up. Give thanks for those that have held fast, you know. Thanks to the mighty strength to hold on going through. But as far as the Lenten period, I never really had the opportunity to fulfill as much interviews, I would say, during this Lenten time like I thought I would, to give the listeners, those abroad and so all over the world really, even those at home and us abroad, some more knowledge as it relates to this 40-day and 40-night period. So whatever little I could give us as it relates to the Lenten period, you know, even although it started already, but even the beginnings, the beginning stages, the different type of fast, you know. I know, Priest Richie, Honorable Kess Westmore was with us because I know that you corresponded to him somehow concerning that whole reasoning there. You made a mention of a priest. I don't remember who it was until you said in a comment that you left on one of our, and I think it's the same video, a priest that taught you how to do the cup fast and these different things.
Like Prophet, it's not a priest, it's Prophet Lincoln.
Prophet
Lincoln. Call him Ballywax.
Yes.
When I came to...
Yeah, man, Ballywax was a virgin, man. When I was up there, Ballywax was virgin. Yes,
he is the main man who came into the camp and teach us about the 12 to 2 fasting, the 2 to 12 fasting. That is the man who really tell us about that fast. Because when I came to the camp,
So, before you go, and I'm going to cut you, I can't cut you, but... So, I remember Priest Richie was giving us a reason about Priest Bob coming in and so. So, I mean, this is before that?
After that, because when I came, and see Priest Richie, you know. When I came like a year after Priest West.
Okay, fair enough. Respect.
You understand? And yeah, Priest Donovan and Priest God, Priest Weston. I came and see those man in the camp, you know? Yeah. So I came to the camp like the 12th of December 1998. I came to the camp on a Sabbath evening. You know, when I came to the camp now, when you read the first Lent after that time now, it was, you know, man, they do different fasting, you know, different fasting. So that first year I came, I never really partake in any fasting that first year because based on the different fasting, I never really know which one person I was to go to. You know, but by then and there, you know, and just me start understand about the fasting now. When the next year the fasting come now, there was this priest, the Prophet Lincoln, who came to the camp, who come in and, you know, it caused a little confusion to because much I tell us, yo, this is not the fast what Jade do. A 2 to 12 Jade do, and it caused a big problem in the camp. And
of course.
They say this man a madman and they
of course.
Away, you know, and
guy here opposite.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
And Priest Joshua now, that a Priest Christopher Moran now. I was in one gate at the time because and me was the man of Priest Joshua Moran come around, you know, and him coming to the camp, you know. Me and him built together as a priest. And when I'll get priest, him get him priest him. So me and him was together like two brothers, you know.
Of course, man.
When Jalin kind of tell us about the fasting now, and I say at 12 to 2, and we start questioning around the yard now, you know. One's a stutter. Some man say, boy, yeah, man, that's the fast, and some man say, oh, 6 to 6, and some man say, 6 to 12, and you understand? But this man now, him have a little thing about him, get, you know, him forget mad and.
Yeah, I know that man. I remember him play, man. And yeah, man, I remember him play, man.
You see me, and Priest Michael now. And Priest Michael now come to us in the kitchen and show us, say, yes, man, this is the fast where Jai used to do. You understand? 2 to 12. 2 to 12. Right, so me and Priest Joshua now, Priest Morant now, take it up. And same Jalin can take it up and we start do it. That year there about 3 of us. Or 4 of us do the fasting that year. I can tell you. Do the 2 to 12 that year. Because some man they on 6 to 6. You know, I know Priest Earl is a man, he not really live in the camp, but him always is a service man, you know, from service to go on, the man they can keep up the service. So
when you say 6 to 6, you mean 6 to 8. That's the one they're talking about.
Yeah, like from 6 till 8 o'clock and you're up again. Right. Some man when they come down 6, they don't go up again till 12 in the night and them something there. So that match I show it.
That's a different one again, dude.
I whole heap a different thing when I go in, my lord. So when it caused eruption because them time Priest Morgan was in the captive, you know.
Yeah, right.
Right. So when we hold it out that year, then and the next year now, Priest Morgan reach here now. And you know, we have Priest Parr and a couple of we know take it up serious now and say this is the fast we Jade do it we are doing. You know, we start do the fast, but as I tell her, when it comes to fasting and the healing of my lord, when you hear that Lent coming on my lord, you care what the yard full of man, you know. When it reach that time, man miss it, because man the priest, I tell her about lay down on belly and when hungry and my lord. And not like them, man. You see me, if you do it, I get more strength, man, because watch this. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you know, like first Sabbath or last Sabbath of the month, you know, we have fasting, same way. So those are the fasting who build us for like you know, like that practice, you that train for the match, you know, for the league. So that are the training for the Lent. That is how me look at it.
It's true, man. It is true. It's true.
It is the training for the Lent. You know, so when the Lent come now, it's a 45 days or 44 days. But a fasting right through, so you know, say that then like Monday, Wednesdays, they kind of build of it, ready for this. So I man never really come to camp for really question nothing, you know. We just come for do what Emmanuel say, because that's the vision we get. We just go do what Emmanuel say. So for an elder say, just say, because you know that run the camp, right?
Yeah, just it. Yeah, I hear you.
You go to do it. I'll when John say nothing, you know, my lad. You know, for here say, just say, you're going to do it. You
understand? Passcode.
Right. So, you know, you can't come with what you say, you know. You have raised upon the Black Christ salvation. So what just say, that govern the camp.
And you just expect a man to be genuine, to be telling you the truth. So well, if the man said just say, because that's why we go to elders, you know. Because my Lord just say, even a man that never see Jah but he close enough to a man that see Jah, and boy just say, we move on with that. True God.
And you just the question it. You just the question it. So that is the whole thing. So, you know, by then and there, you know, and start working at this fast, my sister, more and more soldiers start every year now, more soldiers start joining. And more soldiers start joining. So I'm saying, all right, this is right. You understand? So I man up to today, I man never stop to that fast in my life. Up to this moment right now, I'm on that fasting right now, my life. Every year. Even Priest Jerry can tell her that in the movie. Every year, because me there and strengthen him, see me and show him, my life, this is the fasting we're supposed to do. And you catch it them time here. Because by right, it is the right fast, my lord. Because you know that the manual is sympathizing niggas, right?
Yes, God.
And this thing that built from dust, from the dust to the heights of Zion, this thing a built. So you know, there's enough people weakness, you know, Jaja go give you know, give you more what you can bear. So you go give you you can probably give you easier fasting where you can manage. I know enough people are afflicted. Right. See, just like even the Empress League 21-day purification principle. Back in the days it was 14 days. You understand? Yes, all the elders from them time can tell us that it was 14 days, but since now it's step up, it's growing, you know. As a stepping stone, so it's gone to 21.
17,
same thing with the fasting, same way, you know, you're back in them times, I used to be a little 6 to 6. You understand? But now he said one thing and leave. I know that it is finished was his cry. Now in Zion exalted I. So he said this now, this one tradition now where all of us must follow. You see me? But you know the devil always, I say everywhere God go, Satan follow.
So
you know, he always in the midst, we kind of distract some little things and, you know, tarnish somebody, he sees them and, you know, make it look like we are the wrong people. And when, you understand?
So when you say that, okay, maybe priest correct in the sense that the priest say that's the fast Jah does do the one where they break his fast at 6. Maybe well, let me see if I got over what you saying. You're saying, all right, maybe Jah does do that. Because Jah does do all kind of different things. Everything Jah teach us to do, Jah don't do it too, you know. So
right.
Maybe a man see Jah do that for a week and go and tell the world, boy, this is what Jah do, you know, 24/7, and you know, so he really go. But he just do that for a moment. But you say now, man need to observe what Jah leave us with.
Right.
Okay.
Remember saying it is finished, you know?
Yeah, that scripture you pull there. Very, you know, very nice to the point you made, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Set everything now, you know? And leave now, you know?
And the scripture is a him, that man, I hear. Right. Well, I hear him taken from a scripture still.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So if it wasn't finished, he would have still been here.
Right.
Because it finished now, him just set the settings. So I know and the world to come together now and do this. You understand? And see that this thing build, because the more the merry. See, people will come to this now and the whole world will come to this now and make a bill on this. But this will be the new world we're going to take it, we're going to be the world where the world have to come to. So we have to get more vigilant in this and you see me? Watch this now, my lord.
Me listening, because I listening.
All right, listen to this now, my lord. You see if all I and I come together and say, all right, listen, this year 6 to 8 fasting we are doing, 8 to 6 fasting, and all of us decide, all right, listen, this is the fast we go. Then we all can do it, you understand? Or if everyone come and say, no, say 2 to 12 we are doing this year, well, but you see that organization with all of us in one voice is not there.
Let's mix up things look good.
Right. So what we do, call a meeting, we know, say, all right, Lenten will come, we'll call a meeting and say, all right, listen, Ash Wednesday are coming, which fasting we're going to do? And probably Priest Morgan or one of the elders them who was there before, so we have to follow, you know? We just say, all right, we're going to try the 6 to 8, or the 8 to 6 this year. You know, feel say it will work same way. You know, just to know that we all are organizing one voice.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I learned it, you know, that the unity of the current, you know.
You understand?
You know, even...
Understand? So you go always have this confusion, which fast is the right for. As I said, Jah do all the fast them.
Yeah.
To show us that they can be done.
They can be
so
done.
It's just for us now, the children now, if we come in one voice now, I know, all right, this Lent, we're not going to do the 6 to 2, we're not going to do 12 to 2. because we go keep service one whole day till the evening.
But what I learned still, you know, that even during that time, there was a book. I always remember being told this, wherein the cup fast and the article fast, in the sense of breaking it at 6, was available, and one would sign up for exactly which fast they're going to partake of. I don't know if that's how you learn it, but that's how I learned it still.
Yeah.
You know, but then that's why when Priest Earl was telling me that the father would break his fast at 6, I was trying to figure out, so how you do that. I was trying to figure out how the service, I was trying to figure it out. And he showed me, well, them time the service never come down, and you know, so you know, again, as they say, carry to a certain time, a certain pocket of time where a man can reminisce on. And maybe he choose to save that time as his glory time and say, yeah, man, I remember that time there. And stick to it. Eh? I feel it's something like that, because things really evolve and change and come in some different shape and form. But let me ask you, since you're on that level there. So I would well, let me not say I believe. Let me leave it to you. But so with the difference with the black over white and white and the resurrection there, since you seem so zealous as it relates to, you know, Satan entering and twisting things up, I would believe that you would be strongly, as most ones strongly hold to one side of that coin or the other side. It's just that most ones are very, very, you know, they're tolerated. Me too, everybody is tolerated. But I think it's a very serious issue that on the Good Friday, some people have black over white and some people have all white. And I've seen it, I wouldn't say evolve, I've seen it morph, because I never really spent a 40-day period on the hill, you know, but I have in Trinidad. And you know, maybe the experience may be a bit different or whatever, but still you don't know how the Trinidad camp vibration is. Give thanks to all the man and woman there at Wharf Trace. Blessed love. Happy celebration. Woman Freedom Liberation League. Rastafari. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, my Lord, that I know for sure that in my early days, the same times I was talking about them. So when that Bull Bay, you had a resurrection service, the resurrection service specifically, I know I can speak of, you know, is black over white. The vast majority of ones would have. I have a few ones that wear white. You know, I know the Honorable Priest Marvin wear white for sure. And he has explained to me why too. I don't even think I want to go into all of that. But now at that same time in Trinidad, everybody had on white. The times I spent there and seeing the resurrection is white. Everyone really would have had on. Now, several years after, like now, let's say 15, 16, 17 years after, going up the line, 18 years after, you see an amalgamation now. So if you go to the hill, Bubble Hill, the resurrection, you might still see the vast majority of black over white, but you see a lot of ones pushing the white now. If you go to Trinidad, you might still see the vast majority of white, but a lot of ones rocking the black over white, so it becomes mixed up now as time is moving on. So, and no, there's stories behind the disc. Everyone have a good story, eh? And I'm gonna try to tell the stories. Everyone have a good man that trod with Jah, man that come 2 years before Jah leave, man that day from back a while, my Lord. Everybody have a good story. I like to hear what they have to say about that.
That is true.
And I know you know everybody have a good story too.
That's why I man just listen, because that's the main thing you have to do. Listen each one's, and you see the things where your heart and your mind go far. You just work with that one. Because I believe in the black over white.
Okay, I know that.
I came there and see that Friday is general. Every Friday is black over white.
You
see me? So I learned that Good Friday is a black over white Sabbath. You see me? I know through the Sabbath they hear down there so a full white. So enough man just wear them full white and have something to explain to you the reason why. Even if we do that, you understand? But I come learn it say and Good Friday is black over white Sabbath. Every morning a black over white. Some black turban, white robe, or your black cover. I understand.
Right.
And that's what I come learn. So
I know. I mean, I know you're going. You see, certain ones would argue that that originally it was all white for the double Sabbath.
Yeah, originally, of course.
Right. Now you make a good point about King Emmanuel. You know, it is set and it's done, and now exalted I in Zion, uplifted cry. I know I'm mixing up the words, but yeah, you made a very good point when you quoted that. But hear what I'm saying, King. So all right, so it's white, Good Friday, Resurrection, double Sabbath. Now, from my comprehension, because I was not there, it is the Feast of the Passover, the 10th of December, 1993. You know what I mean? We have always done them spirit. They kind of link that with all that whole Lenten thing. Because the man say you can make a move. It's a vibes, it's the energy. And the make a move happened the next year, the 31st of May. Now, between those two times, there was the Lent.
Yeah.
If you want to say that's the last Lent then.
That him keep with them.
Right.
You know, he might make a transition now, right. You know, so he have to call him family together and show them that I'm going to leave now. So we have to go do this for leave.
Right.
You know, when we leave, you know, all must come together in one vice.
Right.
You know?
No, what I'm saying now is that as I said, I wasn't there, but what I'm getting for Priest Chris, sure, not the Priest Chris you just mentioned there, the next Priest Chris that would be in the office. Say is them time there that the father writes that black over white.
In the December 10th.
No, the Lent before he moved.
Okay. Right. So that to show you say he must set something to leave with us.
I get that.
As they could teach us, the younger ones who is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So as we show you before, all of these men following from the 50s and the 60s and different changes. Every priest roller can tell us some things, you know.
Yeah, but I know that for sure.
RIP. Come on, bless up yourself, priest roller. Them man can show you some things or the changes from them youth till now. You see me?
Yes, man.
So you know that is a building, you know. It's a building, you know. Cause remember everything was like down a back a wall, you know. No big tower never out and no get no big courts. 10-acre land never fence up, just a little place. So the father when I feel build each man, they build them from them time. You see me? So now when he reach it, when he get to fulfill the prophecy, 10 mile will be, you know, he have to build the foundation. I and you, I know who was born in the 60s and in the you understand, to come learn. I know we born 70s, so by 90s we just get big man. We just get full understanding of what's going on. So we come. So he set those settings for us, because he was knowing that he wasn't gonna be there when this generation coming in.
Yeah,
so the settings where I'm set now was for everyone to be in one voice to teach us the youth them. You see me? That's what you see. Even I and I as youth come there, I will do some things where you see me, bring back a voice more time, because watch this now. You're there and this elder they tell you something, that the elder they tell you something. You hear say 4 and 20 elders to guide us, by the way, right? Yes. And when I check it, the 4 and 20 elders are 4 different something, 4 and 20 different things I tell you. You understand, my lord? Yeah. And you see them things that get me away, and I'm going to tell myself, I'm going to stop listening to people and read pamphlets. You understand? And study my scriptures and study my psalms. So that was really what me really depend on. Start to say, Jah want to do greater than this. You see me? By even addressing the governments of the country You see me? Addressing the governments of the world. You know, get the people to come together in a one unity. Get if we can get the 140 and 4,000 elect, seal up. That's we can get a march go to the King's house. Leave out of this place. Because that's the whole mission now, you know, for us to leave, you know. Sure. If we don't leave down here, so you know, my lord, it's going to be a more terrible and dreadful, you know. So our mission now is to come out of this whole Jamaica system and head back to Ethiopia. You understand? So all of these elders now who know the man face to face and know, you see me, and they must come together and keep a big meeting. Stop the discrimination of each other, and that, you see me, that a separate the thing in my life, because the elders them not united, you know. The elders them is not in one, you know, my lord. You have this elder that said this and this elder who know John. And listen, every man meet John at a different timing. True, I'm a fly. No, every man, even some man will run John for 20 years and some man come a John for 1 year, and probably the man will run John for the 20 years never hear something where this a man a come for the 1 year and hear from John. You understand?
Of course, of course.
Enough man go on a road, go and sell broom. You know? Enough man go and look strong, enough man go in a country. You have the man who live with the priest, who live around the man now, who have to go for water, have to go cook him food and mix him drinks. And you understand, get the psalms of read, the scripture of read under the service. And you understand, so him have, you know, this man is so great, you know, remember him have the whole world in him, in my life. And him know where you want here, you know. As we said, the sympathizing egos, you know.
Yeah,
him know what me want to hear, and he know what I want to hear. So him go give us in a film own ways how him can teach us. You see me? You understand? So for instance, a man come to the camp and him cannot read.
Oh yeah, man. You don't know.
And him cannot read. Because you know that enough of that go on.
Yeah.
He cannot read, but he will hear when a man said, just say. Just if we do this and just if we do that, so we quick take on to that. And he hear him sing and him catch it word for word, but he take up like the Bible and read it for himself now.
Yep.
Him go have to go learn it. He have to go roll call and he have to go Psalms.
He learn to read too.
Yeah? Automatically learn to read. Because I mean, enough man in the camps here, I think a
Psalms learn to read too. Very good. Yeah. I know them personal things personally.
Right.
And a priest and so now.
Right.
And can travel the world by themselves and sign documents and go through, yeah.
Right. So you see, the settings where this man set is for build the weak and the strong together. You understand? So if you cannot read, him have ways and means for teach you. The same thing, because the same thing when the scriptures like him talk out time out, you know. He might not explain it how the scriptures talk it, but are the same things him talk out time out in a film way. You understand? And teach us how to talk like him and how to move like him. You know? How to be like him. Because that's the whole mission where he's on him, for us to be like him. So when the king return, we can sit with him and we can, you know, we can chant with him and we can round him and enjoy everything what him enjoy same way. So that is what him come teach us. You understand? So it is for us now to come in one voice now, that's Bobo Trinidad down Africa, you know, all who come in a one voice and we raise all our differences. Got a lot of differences, you know that, you know.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. You put a lot of weight on the elders there.
Because they are the ones who should lead us. So they are the ones who should do. You understand? We're not supposed to be the ones who come take up this, the lead this. And we never did it when the father was there talking to us. You understand? And them supposed to be the one to show us the way and teach us the right way. That's we don't falter by the wayside. You understand? But if they are not the ones, if they are not doing all of these things and left I and I to come, we're going to come and do anything.
So what about a little child shall lead us?
Well, we have to see that a child coming on my life.
But we here. We
have to see that child, you know. Enough child are coming and see them, you know. And them is the child and it's them, you know. Remember the man tell us, you know.
Well, I think that little child is a more of plural. In this case here, more plural attacking. It's I and I, a generation.
Yeah, I youth and youth will come. Youth after you go come. Younger youth and me go come. Younger youth and that you go come.
So
I understand.
the elders that there now, you know what I mean? He said that the elders know the way.
They know the way, they know what to be done.
But the younger ones have the strength.
And we are the strength, right?
Well, there you go. So it's a balanced thing. Right. It's a balance that will definitely make it move forward, you know. Right. So because if you just at that unity you talk about and going forward, there's a lot of things. I know I watch the atmosphere, what's going on right now, even in Rastafari, and even amongst Anna as Boba Shanti, as time is moving on, you know, there's so many other things that just rise up to address. You know what I mean? And a lot of ones even of the Congress, just like even how you brought it out at the beginning. Concerns, you brought up the Bible and had some concerns. I might have some concerns with like what I brought up with the black over white and so. And at the same time, still, like, before I jump off of that, still have to touch the other side of it, you know. Yeah, I got to touch the other side before we move on. The aspect of not the black over white part, but the white part, because ones would say now that it was that black over white ceremony there was specifically because the man was making a move. You know, maybe ones didn't know that he was going to make the move, although he kind of signaled it already, but still that was like one of them signs. The black over white is dead and morning. One of them signs for the kind, you know, right over around. You don't know what he stand for, you know, because it's a conquering moment still, you know, the transition, if you want to call it that, but it's a conquering moment. So ones would say, well, that was just for the moment, because according to his explanation, when the man resurrected, he dust off the Friday morning and put on his whites to keep the Sabbath. That's how I learned it, you know. You know, so it's an interesting thing. But that's concept. Man might say them things is not important. True, the order that we in is a very spiritual and technical order. You have some mystics about it that, you know what I mean, they you know, you can't just start something, even if it's a service. You have to come down a specific way. You can't just stop and say, well, let's stop now and come after. No. So it's not, you don't play with them things. Them is something you don't play with. Man, we say you're crazy. You can't do that. You can't come on the altar and spinning around the wrong way and just doing the wrong thing and pretend you don't want to turn around. So you lick up the scene. You know, man, life at risk when you're doing these kind of things here. It's a very genuine order that we play with, from the way that the tabernacle is designed. Obviously, the current, you know, is a dynamo you created. Once you do it the way you said to do it, you know, and color it up the way you said to color it up and have the banners flying. You may not know what's going on in there, but you've created some sort of dynamo, some energy field, and you now come playing around with and spinning around and shaking and making noise, you know. So it's you know, people can walk in there and just drop down dead if certain DNA not aligned and in order. So that is why black over white and white conversation to a person like me is very, very relevant. And then they have other aspects that may not be as, you know what I mean, theological, but more down to earth then, if you want to say, more on another level then. As they say, directly dealing with addressing the United Nations, directly dealing with addressing the governments of the world. I don't know if you heard that program I did with as it relates to tithes. I would like to know how I think about that. If you didn't hear the program, I was directly speaking about tithes, at least in the Boba Shanti sense, as not saying a thing, we have a thing, we gonna send a thing, no, but there's a government we have. And just like regular governments, people pay taxes to governments, all kind of taxes, you know, income tax, this tax, levy tax, some other tax, whatever. We don't really want to use the word tax, but because we're not dealing with religion, tithes usually sound like you're dealing with preacher and church, you know.
Yeah.
But Israel was not a religion. The Israelite is a government. So the tithe, yes, it's to the Lord, but it's the Lord's government. So I'm a strong advocate for tithing. But obviously, I believe in tithing under proper transparency, proper accountability, and efficiency of finance. I think we are super far away from all of that, to be very honest. But I'd like to hear what you think about that tithing, and because that's a big structure in the government, and the government itself, building the government, the different aspects, education and nutrition, health. Yeah, all of these things, if we're dealing with a government, it sounds to me like that's where you are at, eh? That's the fact, right?
Yeah, because watch this now. It's a government, you know. It's a government settings, right? It's a government, you know. So everything what it takes to run a government, Emmanuel have that set. So tithes, remember, it's a free volunteer. It's a free volunteer. It's a free volunteer Congress, you know, my lord. We are in. You know, work forget pay. You know. You have to work to pay the government. Us is the government. We are the government. So we have to work and put our resources in the government. So every man entitled to give 10% of his earnings towards the government. So you have a 14-man committee, the 33-man parliament. It's supposed to be set. I don't know if it's set right now, but that is what's supposed to be going on. So if you have a government and no income not coming, you know, you have a Broomfield, you have mat, slanders, guidance, roots, bitters, name all those things that I and I supposed to do. But for instance, now you are not from the camp. You don't live in the camp. Ready?
Yeah, right here with you, King.
You don't live in the camp, right? And you have a 9 to 5 out in Babylon where you do that. For instance, you're a mechanic or you're a carpenter and you just learn about Emmanuel and you come to the camp now. You know you have the box in the gatehouse where you have to put something, because you understand our government. So we have to strengthen our government. We cannot withhold our things for to give to our government. Because at the end of the day, how we get it back, you know.
Exactly.
We get it forward, you know. Look upon this, my lord. You go down to the kitchen. No care how much o'clock at night. You go down there, as long as food on there, you're entitled to a plate.
Oh, my lord.
Right?
Oh, my
without
lord.
a pay a dollar. Without a pay a dollar.
Yeah, my lord.
And no food no come free. Because you still have to go downtown and go buy the food.
Oh, my lord. Of course.
So an empty bag can't stand up. So it logics for a man put in energy, input and output. You put in and get out. You can't just take out and now put in.
Okay, you see the reason why I bring that up? The government, well, the membership of the government growing in the earth. But I know for sure that that tithing system diminishing as the membership growing. I'm positive of that, you know, and that is something that is strongly overlooked, underlooked, not overlooked. And when you overlook it, you see it properly. You know, it's not addressed then. One's don't address that as much. I don't hear it come up for discussion, although it may be murmured, but it don't come up for discussion. And again, it's important that you have on the other side, I'm going to repeat it, a system that is accountable. A system that is transparent too. Okay? Everything's supposed to be recorded and anybody can see. Oh, okay, that's what we right. And then a system that's efficient where we can say, oh, 9 months passed, where do we them $10,000? Oh, this is what we did here. Okay, that's good. So it continue to grow, and you know that governmental system. I think that is very important in us moving forward, to be very honest. I really sit on it. That's why I did that program. A few people asked about it. I heard one say that they don't think it's needed in this time because, again, it seems very religious. It's tied to a lot of religious and, you know, a preacher man get the money and all of that. But the levels now, let me ask you, because we are talking about the Congress growing. You just said the government don't feed the people feed the government. All right. But with the people feeding the government, don't you see, because we are the government, the people feeding the government, don't you think that will eventually give the government the ability and the power to start to feed the people? Meaning that, you know, your 10% is plenty. How much did you get that? Yeah, that's a good piece of seed. And we are not lazy people and we are working people. So when the government grow, here's where the efficiency coming now, and we utilize the finance properly. to create industry and create business and create jobs for ourselves. So then the government start to feed us, the same government we have been feeding start to feed us, and we still giving the 10% now, you know. And now the government is actually hiring us. Seems like the king dropped out there a moment ago. Okay. I wonder what's wrong there. All right. Left me with the microphone there. All right. All right. There you go. The Honorable Priest Warren just kind of slipped out there a moment ago. I don't know exactly what happened. Come back in, Priest Warren, please. Don't tell me that your battery died out on you. I'm hoping that he will be coming in. Of course, the reasoning and the discussion was just about getting there. What do you think? So sorry. I don't know exactly what would have taken place. All right. We definitely, well, what I was saying there is that really still keeping to the point, the government. That's really what I was saying, that if you have a government now, we as the people, we make up the government. I think we all can agree with that. We make up the government. And as I was saying in that previous video that I did, we pay our taxes, our tithes, our contribution to the government. So the government, again, has to be transparent. So we got to know what kind of finances come into the government. The government has to be, well, honesty comes with transparency. What's the other term I use? Not efficiency, but transparent, accountable, you understand? Which is another level of transparency too, but accountable and can say, well, yeah, this is what was done with it. And then efficiency, that what was done with it was done well. That's really it. So when you have that, no member of this government have no excuse. There's not no member of the government that introduced this. This is something that has already been set by the Black Christ that the members say that they follow. And that is key. But all faculties has to be in place. All faculties. Yeah, I am very strong on that efficiency and accountability part. At least accountability, and what the other stuff is, transparency. Even if efficiency is not fully in order, we can work on it and try to, you know, boost it up. But we got to be accountable and we got to be transparent. That's all. That's a good start. And then no one has no excuse when we can say, but look, the records here of all those who have been sending their 10%. And this is what we have done. And this is how it has benefited us as a government. So when you can speak like that, the members got to step up, and we will step up. Our members will step up. I'm sure about it. You know, those who are true, too hard. And what I was saying to Honorable Priest Warren now. So you have, you know, you're building, let's talk in US dollars then, or pounds then, something of the sort. And, you know, $200,000, we can sit on that and create a proper, let's say, broom industry then. Proper labels, already everything in order, proper business plan, a proper well-set business plan, and have a lawyer on the case and everything well set, and have it in many different aspects from the Ministry of Tourism, education, and culture, and foreign affairs. You know, somehow we have it on display within all of these different divisions, marketing and promotion of the highest standard. And again, that alone can almost hire all of us, just that one business alone. Of course, Sandals making business, you know, and this is because we've been paying our tithes. All of us eat food, all of us are alive, you know, all of us buy things, all of us buy things, wear clothes, shoes, all of us live somewhere, have a house, rent a place, drive a car, all of us. And yes, many of us send a thing where? What is send a thing? As I said in that previous video, if there's any branches of a tree supposed to pay their taxes at the branch, and the branch should be like a mini example of the headquarters. The branch should be blooming. The branch should have its industry on target. Whether it's selling honey or selling cane juice, the branch should be definitely doing what it has to do. And then, of course, okay, I think the Honorable Priest is here with us again. And then the branch would move on and send its 10% to the headquarters as a full branch, you know, for those who may not dwell in the land of the headquarters. You're a Bobo Shanti and you live somewhere else where there's no Bobo Shanti branch. Well, then, I mean, you should send your contribution to the headquarters. But to be honest, if there's 4 or 5 of you living together, that's good enough, man, in a land. Y'all could come together and it's about business. Money is business. Money ain't just let's see what we can buy to eat. Money is business. You put the finance together. And again, let's say 10% from this branch go to the headquarters. That's how it is. And the headquarters has all records and it is there. It is open for anyone to see if necessary. You know, can go online and you get the key and see exactly how the money is spent and the projects that we're doing with it. All of these things, I mean, that's a wonderful vibration. Anybody that don't want to partake of that, to me, is almost like a traitor. You know, it's wicked, you're wicked to be part in this. Because you don't have no excuse. Yes, God, bless it.
Yeah, I'm foul. Yeah, the internet problem a while ago, you know?
Sure, my Lord. And I seen you though.
You're not seeing it?
No, hold on. Yeah, but pardon me. No, not seeing you. But yeah, man, I think I stopped talking since you gone there. I just reasoning on the point that was really fulfilling. Again, as a government, we're supposed to can take the money that we're receiving from us. And that's what it's about, you know, that's why people pull resources together. And even if you take, you know, 3 years, within the end of 3 years, we're supposed to see a target and can say, well, this 200 grand can start a proper broom field industry, you know what I mean, build a proper warehouse, you know what I mean, and even, you know, do the thing proper, high-tech promotion, even hire
Finish the tabernacle.
Finish
the tabernacle, buy 2 trucks.
Right.
Vehicle for the priest and can drive up in.
Many different things, but this is what I'm saying, not money that will stop there, no. Why I mentioned a broom field now, because that bringing in money, trucks, the truck too, obviously that have to be on some level too, bringing in money, finance coming in to continue the process as the government grow. That's the kind of vision I see, my Lord. That we have to be moving like that going into Africa. Yes, my Lord. Got you.
Yes, my Lord. We have to come together. As we tell you, we have to put all our resources together. People from all over the world who Bobo Shanti especially. But as I tell you before, my Lord, the organization we need to get the committee and the parliament together. Because the body can't function without the head, right? And the government, the committee and the parliament is the main, is the head of the yard right now, at the moment. So he said, oh, if we have that together, all of these resources, I'm going to tell you this, without a committee or a parliament, you're going to have trust issues, right? Without we have a parliament where we have people taking minutes and taking the records of things going on, we're going to have trust issues. You understand? Because you know, must do nothing wrong, you know. You know, must rob nothing, you know. You know, must take a money and spend for your own, say, but our next man can draw that allegation on you.
Do.
Right? And next man can just say, oh, take him money for himself, and then it causes problem. So in order for all of these trust issues, we need a parliament and a committee, an active parliament and a committee working inside the yard, right? So every dollar will come through the gate, whether a man put it in the box, or a man will go sell broom for the house, or a man will go sell some guidance, or a man will have individual money when bring, put it in the box, everything registered. Just as when I went through the gate, when I go through the gate, the time where you come in, the date, everything is right there.
Yes.
That is the same way a man come and he left for $10,000. Priest Warren left $10,000. You understand? And all of that now going into the treasury. So as I say, after 4 years, we suppose we can say we have one 2 million or 1 3 million around the stuff. I want 4 million. Based on, you see me? Because let me tell you this. A Bobo Shanti in the world right now have money, you know, and willing to contribute to this, you know, my lad.
But
you understand? With $1 million, 5, 10, how much you have, and willing to put it to this, my lad.
but
It's just him want to see a structured. You understand? And even the present situation where they reach the Bobo Shanti camp right now, we are in. Bobo Shanti even safe in the camp no more right now.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
I think he kind of
we don't want
calm
to
down a little bit
out public.
No, I mean, I get chastised for that all the time.
No, we're not chastising.
No, me, I get
right
not you not chastising me. I get chastised. But anyway, go ahead. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Right.
Good
So
man,
you see, the present difficulty we're reaching the place right now we are in. A man can come do a priest when he want to do a priest. You see, if we have a governmental settings, my lord, this couldn't happen. You understand? Because we have to have a military. You have to have warriors who are willing to sacrifice them life for this, my lord. I'm going to tell you this, my lord. We're not dealing with dead, But I, man, personally, know, so you have to kill me for this, my lord. Because no man can't come in the come give me, come deal with I, man, personal certain way, my lord. I mean, I take no lick for no man. That's the first thing. I, Jawaren, not take no lick for no man.
I know you like that for a long time.
See, my man having 2 and in coming at the camp within 2 and ready to lick me. I saw me have 2 and to lick him too. We not preach violence, my lord. We not teach crime and violence. But at the end of the day, our life counts. And without your life, you can't praise no Emmanuel without life, you know. Right? And a man will come in with him big gun and he go come beat a priest and he come do a priest this and my lord them thing and my regime, I man personally not take that. And all of them know that about I man Jawared, I not take that.
I know that about
I man not supposed to take lick from no man. You understand my lord? And when you look
yes,
now, you're safe. You come to praise God, you know. You come to praise God, you know, in a yard of saints, you know, my lord. And when you look now, the devil himself and his children them are coming there to come abuse and brutal to a flesh, you know, my lord. I man personal not take that. You understand? Yeah, I man willing to fight the large drop of my blood for that ill. But you can't fight for somewhere where no organization is not in. You understand? And based on the situation, I'm see they go on right now. The yard need a serious settings. Let me put it that way. I don't want to get it too drastic based on the program. But the yard need a settings where in some man willing to stand up for this yard.
I hear you.
Any means necessary.
I hear you.
My lord, when Mussolini go invade Ethiopia, my lord, His Majesty never stay in an office, you know. His Majesty never stay in an office and they on phone call no one, you know. His Majesty when they on the back of front, you know, my lord. They fight for the life and people and himself. You know. So we now promote violence foundation, but at the end of the day, my lord, people I just be righteous, man, and you know, see no man with no gun and no man they do not want nothing, and you tend to take your devil self now to come and abuse the man. You see me? When I look for a man like all priest Morgan and them man, they are hell man that you know, my lord, we have to have respect for them, my lord. No care what the circumstances, you know, my lord. Priest Morgan and them man, they are man we have to come help lead the next generation of people to their righteous self, you know, my lord. And you have man coming now to try to brutal to these man. You understand, my lord? It can't work. You understand? So it need that organization. It need a body of people who are willing to do this.
So you got now on the Ministry of Defense.
Right. It will thing, my lord, because it does still need an organization, both from the offering as you're talking about, the Broomfield. You know, you need that one voice there. You don't need no one for pull so and a pull so and a pull so and a pull so. That is what they cost this. You understand? Because if you can put all the stick in a one bubble, you can't break them, you know? But you can break every stick individually. You understand? So these are the things where they reach us because we're less organized. You understand? We need to come together, my lord, and get this thing. If you touch one bubble, you have to touch all bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Got you.
Yeah, you come to Bobo, if you don't come about salvation, all Bobo knows. So listen, my lord, you can't stay. He did in the principle. If you come and you don't go roll call for 3 days, you're entitled to leave the hill.
Well, this
right?
was exactly.
If you come and with loose argument, not dealing with salvation, you will be asked to leave the foundation. All that is there.
And it read every day.
And it read every day. So it's just we don't have the one voice situation, the one voice settings where all of us, Baba Shanti is saying, all of us walk here, Holy Emmanuel I Selassie, one voice. We sing the chorus and the hymns, one voice. You understand? But at the end of the day now, when we do the things for one voice, we're not doing that. So this is what a feedback for us. You understand? So the resources were to come to us now, not coming based on less organization around us.
Oh my God.
You see?
Of
so
course.
we left wait for the devil to come in.
Yeah, man. I happy this conversation reached to that, went in that stage there, organization and where we are now. But let me ask you, because we might still have to soon seal. I know we kind of got a little late start and a little, but give thanks for the moment still. But as we're celebrating the Empress Liberation League moment, 41 years. Well, if you could give us a little word on the Empress Freedom League, as far as King Emmanuel establishing it. But what I really want to ask you, what I'm looking for is what part you see the Empresses play now in this whole evolution, or let's say resurrection, rebuilding of the Congress, the Empresses, whether they're the elder Empresses or Empresses just coming in to come. But I would expect more the ancient elders that are there still, that are still fit and strong, those that are, my Lord.
Well, give thanks to the Woman Freedom Liberation League. That is the first thing, all daughters, black daughters, with the true principle of Queen Omega, And we give thanks to Empress Phyllis, Empress Sharon, and Empress Bev, Them Empress who did it from back then, Empress, she named from down Priest Daniel, mother, and them Empresses. Empress Maisie, right? And who really stand up in the true divinity still. But Emmanuel said we must put the woman in my front. You see me? Put the woman in my front, my lord. Even in the world right now, you see woman rights. Woman agitate for rights, and woman even all over the world right now. You see me? So these are the things now. They need some daughters now for come in now and strengthen them, I will give them the rights for them supposed to get as woman, You see, woman a very important thing to us,
Tell me.
As Empress Esther tell me one time, just say, my lord, no, you understand? Without the daughters, them.
Yeah, come again.
The daughters, them,
Yeah, say that again. Just say without the daughters, them. Come on, phone.
Yeah, Empress Esther tell me, just say, if no woman out there, him not up there. You understand? So woman have to do this. So woman is important. It's next half of us. They are very important to us. You understand? For both keep us calm. Give us a family. As we told you, there are mothers and with sisters and with daughters and with aunties, And so by right, we have to really take care of the woman people around us. So we need more daughters to come, come agitate, as Manuel saying, want the cunning woman them,
I think I hear that already, I think I hear that culture somewhere, if it's true. Just what you say. It's not from that Empress though. But I hear something like that. If no woman up here, he not go up here, something like that.
Yeah, so big up Empress Esther, man. Bless up yourself, Empress. More time she give me like a strength in I always here too, more time and her reason and all that. I like her energy, She's an Empress who really know what she about.
I really wanted to bring on my program. She was to get back to me, but I the link that I linked her on at that time, I ain't got a link right now. So I never really know. She may have really tried to get back to me. So I have to give her the benefit of the doubt. So I don't know. Maybe you could just give her like a word for me.
Yeah, man. I go across over there and say, I can tell her. Yeah. So you need to get to. But yes, my lads, I tell her, the woman them is very important in this mission. Like Priest Michael always tell me that the manual says we must put the woman in front, just them in a black over white, band them belly with black belly band, you know. And we go march, go to King's House singing peace, perfect, them, you know. Like the woman we go come out contact for them, you know. You have our pit in the dead house and the graveyard and our pit in the prison. You understand? We don't see this reach no other nation, you know, them kind of woman, you know, the cunning woman, you know. We can't come agitate for the nation. So these are the women we are looking for right now. You know, for really. Some daughters will really decide to stand up for black supremacy. You know, stop bleach out themselves and top things so if them live like the white world. Them is nobody, or if they're not just up in a battery ride and impy skimpy, you know. Them is not a woman. You know, they don't see themselves. They don't see themselves great. You know, they don't see themselves as another little girl or a girl, or them call them, you know. In the world, when I call them princess and empresses, you know, and queens, you know. So we give them a bigger title, but they still not see themselves as queens. Exactly. You understand? So they live this low life for them teach them to live down in the Western world. If they would have just stop 1 minute and think, you know, what they're really doing to themselves, you know, and the children them to come in, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who bring in the sons and the daughters in. Right? They are the ones who bring in the sons and the daughters. And anything a youth see mother do, they're going quick for do it. Because you know your mother is your first teacher.
Definitely.
Your mother is the first person, your first friend, the first person who have your back as a friend is a mother, right? She see him and say, there is a father. See your father here. That man is a father. You could point at any man and say, your father that, you know, you take it, you know. Don't it? So you know your mother, your first teacher, so. They are very important to us, my lord, and you take it all. You see me, a woman is very important to it. We need these women, we need these daughters to come see what this man have to offer to them. You see, come see the freedom what this man give to them. You see me? You know, where you can lock up in one place for your 21 days and know about yourself, learn about yourself as a woman, and you know, see the changes where you're good in me. During all of them time, they know what is really happening in the world. You understand? I just say, as Emmanuel said, the 21-day purification principle, they need to observe it more too. Because you see the pollution of the world. Pollution is a serious affair. You see the pollution of the world. What am I trying to show us? Emmanuel trying to show us right now. I based on the principles, the 21-day purification principle, where they're not keeping. I cause all of these atrocities in the world. You understand?
In the whole world.
All of these, right. If all of the women in the world would have just observed the 21-day purification principle right now, the world back to normal.
Well,
man,
I can see that for sure.
Man again. You understand? But right now, they teach us to live together with women in a house when they see all them thing. We live on the same bed, we sleep, we eat out of the same pot. Them the thing that are the thing where they mash up the brain. See? And then now when a woman and a man live together and she I go through all of the process, then now she ignorant, you know. At the one time in the year, in the month, a woman darker than midnight. You know. When she go for woman in the world, dark, you know, literate, you know, man. You know that, you know. Start get. Even if you have an empress around, you will see the changes in her when you catch them time our time. You see me?
So you're talking about the cycle of the woman, the menstruation cycle, just to be clear, right?
Right. You know, when I'm going through that process.
So not believe, but you say now that, so when a man now around her, especially during that heavy time there, is like a spiritual thing.
A big lick up, my lord, man. It causes you to move or you're not to move, man. Even you, the man, it causes you to move all the way or you're not to move to. Probably you not observe it. Because you saw the whole world live the same life. You see it? But if you observe it, you see for yourself, say, all right, most man and woman today, we live together and all. The time when them fight, and when at the time when them fight. When the woman are going through her menstruation. Right. That's at the time when the man beat up the woman. Thing like when she go through her darkness now, you don't understand how to deal with that. You see, you do everything to please her, but when she go through that process, her time, miserably time her life that when she go through her menstruation, some have belly ache, some have back ache, some have headache, some have, you understand? So by right them to separate themselves and go lie down, sleep, get the right medicine. Them time them to drink up and sink Bible and purge out their system. You understand? But they don't want to there to teach them this, and they don't want to listen to this. Because this look like a love, love woman when you try to separate yourself at that time, you look like love woman.
I thought she was supposed to drink the aloes after the 7th day. Just for clear. Before anybody
right.
Oh, okay, right.
During because if them drink it during them freedom, it will bring down back them thing,
Okay, yeah.
You understand? So they have to work through the process at that time.
True. Right. Just wanted to make sure the audience get that clear. That could just, Right, for sure. Right.
So you need this principle, man. So we give thanks for the daughter them up Zion, man, for teach the daughter them when they come about themselves, man, Because enough daughter don't really know about themselves. You see me I say?
True,
some
man,
of them go through that process, then take all pill, some take injection for not see them thing there. And then for know that is a natural thing. Because without that, no one can born. Without that menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
No man or no woman can come on earth. You understand? Because that is a part of a woman's cycle. A woman have to go through that cycle.
Yeah.
You understand?
So
Father come teach us how to deal with it. He come teach us how to deal with it.
And the woman destroying her chances of even getting a child, her fertility.
That's what I told you.
Yeah.
Mashing up fertility at the earth. When them supposed to put that them thing to the dirt, dig a hole and throw back them thing in the dirt.
Give me that science a little bit, no? Give me that science a bit. I know the eyes not an empress as such, I'm waiting for the empresses to explain this. What Jah himself is is King Emmanuel teach the woman all what the woman knows.
No, the man, woman come, man. A man come from it out, a woman man coming out. So everything is a one cycle.
One cycle, man, natural. Yeah, man. So exactly. Just the other day I was saying that. So tell me about that berry hole. I know you're talking about for the empresses. Explain that. You're talking about when the woman having a cycle. You're talking when the woman
dig a hole and pack some stone in it and them thing. Dig a hole, pack some stone on one part, So when them cleanse up them thing and then throw that water that in that hole. You see me?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's start again.
The pollution.
Hold on. Let's start again. Because you missed a couple things I didn't even know all of that. So just to clear, even for the empresses, the king talking about how a woman dispose of her sanitary pad, which man don't even really use the real woman don't use the pad maybe you buy in the store. Not unless it's cotton man does usually use, not man, but the woman does usually use cotton. And so unless it's something fully natural, because they do have them that you can buy in the store, fully natural. But anyway, the point is, my Lord is explaining how, as when the woman in house and she's going through that cycle, how she would dispose of the pad during that time.
Yeah,
so go again, King, because the thing about the water, honestly, I didn't know all that. No. From my understanding, it was the dig hole, throw the pad in and cover, but packing stone and water. Explain that to us. I know, let me get that. Listen, family. Got you, King.
All right. The first thing, because when I got to Baba, my empress was about 14 days or so the first time. So
true.
I did have to stay in the free house. The free house down to the the free house where the empress them come when them coming through the big gate down
by the iron gate.
Engine room around yes. I managed to have to sleep in that place about 4 or 5 nights straight in a mile. When I man just got to the camping. They say I man wasn't free. So I man get to learn about the woman freedom thing before even I man got Psalms reading, go learn one first Psalms in my empress. You understand? So I man have to be a minister. So I couldn't talk up on the service in them early part about I have to stand up and watch what they go on over there. So I man learn about the issues, the woman issue before I man even learn how to sing a hymn in about.
I hear you.
Right? So what the empress them teach us that inside of the house, they dig a hole, pack it with some stone. Whenever they wash out them things and then throw the water in that hole.
Okay.
Why them tell us that now? Because the earth, you know, the earth need blood, right?
Yes, God.
And these are the blood where if we calm the earth. But if these are the blood will not go back to the earth, then man blood are go shed. Man blood are go shed for blood going at the earth. That is why you see the violence grime up, the violence take up the earth in our next way now where never the government them have a solution for it, but based on the whole purification principle. You understand? That's the main thing. That's why you see the Woman Freedom Liberation League farm now for bring back the daughters them to a right in themselves. That them could know how to, you know, get back themselves cleansing and understand the whole process of them, got them good because it's a process where they have to go through for them reach at least 11, 12. You know, see them thing early, you know. Some from 10, you know, some 11, some 12, some 13. It become to teach man and teach woman about themselves. You understand? We can teach with daughters and we can teach with sisters and we can teach with wife how to manifest this thing. Because this is not just a thing where just answer. This is the real, true God in a flesh principle of life how we're supposed to live. You understand? If we bring back the calm in ourselves, that's all of us good. So we are called for the daughter them still to come and, you know, come learn of this. You see me? Come with a free heart and a free mind as you can learn more. If you come with a mind that thinks some folly things, you know, you're not going to really learn what you're supposed to learn. So just come with a mind free and just come and learn the true divinity of yourself as a black woman, you know, because, you know, a black woman is the mother for the creation, mother of the earth. Them are the ones who are supposed to come back and give back the black man the Bill of Rights. As Manuel so much master the king's house and ask and tell them to bring up the black man Bill of Rights. So these are the people we're waiting on, the woman. And if I know this woman, not for that man, you know. Majority woman more than man in the world right now, you know. Is it? So at them we need now to come defend rights, you know. Make we can get back ourselves in ourselves and get the freedom we're supposed to get, you know. You see me, and we can teach each one, as I say, each one teach one, because even the AI, you know, I learn a lot of things from the AI by listening to the AI program. Them. You see me, I say about this Orion thing and, you know, cancellation and something we see, you know, I kind of learn a lot of things we not really teach at the hill. You see me, this is a different teaching, you know, we have to learn by reading and, right. So each one teach one, man, and me do give thanks, man, for the whole settings and everything, man, because people like the idea for there, come establish this more, make it who never know. You understand? Who no know, who know. So these are the ones to do, you know, to teach people them now to come to this, you know, especially the daughters them, because them are really what I'm basing on right now, you know. You see me, because them see they go through the worst things right now. You see me? Even downtown, maybe, you know, majority young girls, I see around there, they sell themselves in my life. Majority young princesses. You know? You see me? Enough young princesses around there, so them they try to make a living, because they don't see no way out. So we are trying to show them, so come, this is the way out. If you don't come this way, you don't have no way out. You understand? So you're going to sell yourself and you're going to lose your dignity. You're going to lose your integrity. So just stop sell yourself and come change your ways. Come learn about this man. Come learn about this great man who come around here to come build us back to with natural divinity, you know, so we can live together, you know. So we do give thanks to this man, you know, Holy Emmanuel.
True, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. We don't have to seal at this moment. I definitely give thanks for, you know, the word sound and all the powers and strength. Give thanks for even that clarity, even how the Empress deal with the nappy there. So she wash it out.
Yeah.
Okay, and throw the water in the hole with the stone.
Right. And then after then cover that and, you know, dig the next one. You know.
Man,
learn it still.
Yeah, man, you make me quick there, man. The earth rejoice with that levels there. Honestly, give thanks. Yes, my Lord, if you could just give us a sealing up word, you know, in a few moments there. As I said, I'm sorry we start a little behind the time, but give thanks still for the moment. You could just give them a few words.
Yeah, man. You know, my word is, you know, we need to come together more. You know, all the Baba Shanti, based on where the world reached now with this world pandemic and all of these things where we see happen now, much earthquake, a shake, and how much thing, you know that is a seal up this. These are the seal up now. The days I get short for the elect sake, and we see all of this prophecy fulfilled. The days them short now. Night as I go so, like the Deuteronomy 28 tell us, people go say, good God, it was morning, good God, it was evening.
Yeah, this
this
is a
what's happening now.
very fast Lent.
Yeah, because we can't believe a 10-day left.
Yeah, then go quick. What? Already?
Yeah, so for sure, so this is the seal up at the time now where the father will return now. You see me? And you have to prepare yourself now for when the man return, because I don't know, laughing time now, the darkest time on earth when this man come. You see me? As the prophet tell us, the map people say, then well want the father come for it, but it's not a day of rejoicing. Now gonna be a day of rejoicing, it's gonna be a day of judgment. So you see, it's gonna be a serious time, so the people need to get themselves together and start learn, rally to this man from now, because it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
You understand? And we need all of the Bobo Shanti them in the world now for coming a one man, Sizzler them and Caperton them and Junior them and Anthony B them, all of them Bobo there who when I do the reggae music for no say watch my lord. Time for to strengthen this now. You see me? All draw resources together, come strengthen this now. You see me? We could get some elders go to Africa, send some of the Asian them and go into the land. Get some of the young ones them for going into the land to get land, you know, build up churches, build up clinics, you know, build up room, build up houses, you know. These are the things where we really want to sit down now. You know, this is the last time. I mean, we know we really prepare. But as long as we can't do this, my lord, we're not prepared. Marcus Garvey said, if we don't willing to do this, or if we fail to do this, we shall die. You understand? And that happens. You see people are dead off because they fail to do this. You see me? So we do give thanks for you and our priest Isaac, man. For no say, you know, the eye really they establish this thing on another platform, you know. I don't know, me have to give thanks to man like priest Jerry, you know. The West.
True, yeah, glad they said so. Is this priest Jerry is the same Prophet Jerry from not too long, Prophet Jerry? You right there, I could see the king. No,
he's not here. He's going on do some work. But he live like around Cornwall Court side. But me and him.
True. Right. Yeah, man. How is the same Prophet Jerry, man? Always on the mission. Always a soldier on the mission.
Yeah, a warrior, man. A real buckle-axe, man. Real buckle-axe. Yeah, you have to give him in glory, you know.
Yeah, man.
That man, you know, he no stall, you know, he no stall.
No, not at all, man.
Yeah, he miss for this, like for real. True. And the more time him give me the strength, enough time my lord, the battlefield get red for me, you know. Enough time me out here and enough enemy, you know, enough devils, you know. I try to forget, man, you know. And more time I praise Jerry, Jawaran. Remember you're a priest, you know, my lord, and remember say, I have your work for do, you know. I know we look up to the eye, you know, my lord, and can't make them take you out, and you know, so kind of give me back energy more time, you know. Give thanks, man.
Catch yourself.
Yeah, so as I say, we need more organization, my lord. We need more Shanti warriors, you know. Stand up firm, you know. Get the tabernacle finished, you know. That's we can rally to the hill, and you know, even if you're not living at the hill, you know, my lord, at least I can come keep a Sabbath. You see me? Yeah. And come all on Monday, Wednesday fasting service, same way. And
you know, can rise the standard, man. Once I wrong, the standard have to rise. I got push until it right. But my lord, I have to give thanks to the moment. All power and majesty. I gonna actually go up the same time with you. Just blessed love, you know what I mean, to you and yours. Righteousness. That's a bird there. Says squeak. Yes, well, blessed love bird to you. Give thanks to the birds. Yeah, man.
And the sanctuary.
Just the sanctuary, just seal it up, you know, make man know everything's safe. The Black Christ, King Selassie. Yeah. I gonna guide you out, man. Give thanks, my lord. You don't know real reason.
Yes, my lord. Let's get back to me. You know, I can do some more reasoning.
My lord.
That's how it is, my lord. Ready and manners.
Majesty.
That's
Oh my. Well, we do give thanks to the Honorable Priest Warren for that strength. Give thanks to our family. You don't know who it is. I will link you again on the other side. Remember, you could definitely link me up to get your chalwa, your chalice. And remember, for those who are asking of the books, you could definitely check us on Amazon to get all of the books at the same time, talking about the heavens declare the glory, the book I know. In fact, since we're here, man, let me just show you what is going on so you know it's on, you know. Well, of course, bam, as I said, the chalwa, you could definitely contact us, priestisaac27@gmail.com, and we will definitely give you more information on how to get your chalice. And as I said, you could definitely get all of our books on Amazon, carry this thing to another level, or you could email me and get the books directly from my very self. And of course, the shock of the hour, become a subscriber today. You don't know how it is. Top radio program. I mean, the upper levels in the tiger's nest. So give thanks continually for all those who sat in with us. It was a wonderful meditation. Remember, definitely we still available international homeschooling, astronomy, African history and heritage. Contact us and get your brochure. So many things going on right here in the tiger's nest. The Black Christ to be praised. Yeah. Holy Manuel Eyes, Lassie Jah, Rastafari. Blessed love.